Welcome to the ILO's video series, Simple Steps to a Decent Factory. Today, we are going to address how to promote continuous improvement in your factory. Factories are complicated places made up of hundreds of different processes. Things like hiring and training new workers, meeting production deadlines, checking new materials for defects, and tracking productivity. The idea behind continuous improvement is that each of these processes has room for improvement, and that a well-run factory, your factory, should always be trying to do that. Changes can be big or small, but you and your colleagues should always be looking for process improvements. It should be part of your everyday work, carrying out your role and looking for how to do your work better. These are 10 simple steps to help you develop a culture of continuous improvement in the factory. Step 1. Identify problems or areas for improvement. Consider the following questions to guide you in identifying areas of improvement. Is there a task you regularly struggle with? Are there any activities that take too long to complete? Do you know of any areas that are problematic? What processes do you consider to be inefficient? Keep in mind that those small improvements can result in significant gains over time. Step 2. Analyze the existing processes of the selected areas or departments. Take some time to understand what is going on in the areas you'd like to improve. Processes that may seem simple can be impacted by various external factors that are often not accounted for and can create unintended problems. For example, workers may be poorly trained. Necessary tools may be unavailable. Materials inputs may be poor quality. Knowing the entire process helps you to better address root causes and to identify areas of improvement. Step 3. Define the specific areas of improvement. Keeping this deeper process understanding in mind, define your area of improvement. It can also be helpful to consider some key questions such as, what is your goal? What would you like to see changed? Who needs to be involved? Remember, each person might have individual constraints, practices, or conditions. What will be the impact of the changes you make? Step 4. Map the process. For the next step, you should map out each step of the process you have selected to improve. Remember to list any activities and departments that impact or link to that process. Step 5. Find creative solutions. Brainstorm and find creative solutions and improvements with your team, listing out as many ideas as possible. Try to suspend judgment at this point. There are no wrong answers. Always remember that improvements can arise from unlikely solutions. Step 6. Pick the best solution. Narrow down the solutions to the 3 best options and analyze each considering timeline, stakeholders, and resources required. Evaluate the solution based on its potential impact and choose the one that you think fits best. Step 7. Establish your baseline. In order to know the impact of process changes, it is important to identify the key performance indicators or KPIs and measure your progress. It's crucial to establish your current status to monitor improvements and assess them over time. Step 8. Test the solution. Now that you have identified your solution and established the baseline, it's time to test it. Ensure you have the right resources and the management support to successfully carry out your plan. Step 9. Track the changes in performance. While running the improvement test, you should observe and evaluate any changes. Remember, what gets measured gets done, so it is important to assess if you have improved your factory and establish a solid data collection to keep improving your factory. Step 10. Continue the cycle. Remember that engaging in the process of continuous improvement is never complete, and therefore you should continue looking for things to improve. If the changes you tried didn't work, go through these steps again, looking for and identifying new ideas. There are almost always additional ways, whether large or small, to make improvements. Continuous improvement is essential to staying competitive. It also helps maintain an open, respectful culture where workers feel safe in sharing concerns and ideas. Keep in mind the 10 steps to trigger a continuous improvement process in your factory. To learn more about this topic and others related to factory improvement, check out the Factory Improvement Toolset at the ILO's Peer Learning Hub.